Hey, welcome. Welcome to Codivation Corner. That's it, right there, number 9. 9. That's 9 in sign language. So, Codivation Corner number 9. This is the place where we lift, liberate, and inspire you to live the life of freedom, prosperity, purpose, and progression. Everything I do, that is my purpose here to help you out. Part of Become Pure Mentoring. So, this part of Codivation Corner number 9 is actually 10. 10%. How we can help you, how I can help you become in the top 10%. I feel I have a little bit of authority to talk about this because both in my life, most of the things that I've succeeded at, I've been able to be in the top 10%. Whether it's been in school, whether it's been in sports. I liked soccer in high school, I played that. Also in sales in my career, I've been able to be in the top 10% wherever I've been, if not higher. Now, I've been thinking about why have I been able to be able to achieve in the top 10% in a lot of these organizations, in these opportunities that I've had, and the other places where I haven't been successful, why did I fail? And I've come up with 3 suggestions, 3 ideas that I've seen as a pattern in my life that has helped me be in the top 10%. And I'm going to share those with you today. First of all, I'm going to talk about why is it important though that you are in the top 10%. So a couple things here. Number 1, top 10% is important because I believe this life, kind of like this channel here, is to lift and liberate other people. If you are in anything else but the 10%, chances are you're not going to be able to lift many people. So this is part of the law of the level that I've talked about in a previous episode. The law of the level is you trying to increase and progress yourself to be the highest in awareness, in knowledge, in a certain field. The higher level you go, the higher percentage-wise, 10%, 9%, if you're in the top 1%, you can help 99% of other people to improve. So that's number 1, is to help other people. You want to be there, you can be on higher ground to help them out. Number 2, number 2 reason why you should be in the top 10% is the 10%, or you should strive to be in the top 10%, is because life is better, and this is part of my definition of success, when you are growing and progressing. So even if you're not in the top 10%, if you're progressing and trying to achieve there, then you're growing and it gives you something to push for, and it's a goal that you have. Okay, so that's the reason why. So you can help more people, so you can actually have a purpose and a reason why, so you can grow yourself. So the 3 reasons, 3 things that you can do to be in the top 10%, and these are easy things. This is immediately going to put you in the top 10% of whatever group or organization that you are in. So the first one here, first technique to help you be in the top 10%, is show up. If you just show up, whether it's in school, whether it's at your career, whether it's in sports, you show up to practices, to attend school classes, to just attend your job, this will put you ahead of 40% of everyone else. Most people, or just under most people, they're skipping days or taking vacations or PTO days more than normal. And if you just show up every day, as often as you can, show up, you're going to separate yourself from 40% of other people. I saw this in school. I could always tell the people that were going to struggle or who were struggling, it's because they'd never attended or they attended hardly at all. People where I'm working right now, as far as sales go, a lot of people, they want to hit these goals, they want to hit these tiers so they can tier up, so they can make more money, and they don't show up to work 2 days out of the 10-day pay period. It's like, okay, that's 2 days you missed. No wonder you're still stuck on this lower level. You have to show up. It's as easy as that. Just getting up, go to the gym. If you want to hit a goal, go to school, go to work. Just show up, okay? Most people don't hit their goals because they don't even try. Number 2, this is actually going to help you separate yourself from 30% of the people. And this is to act in a legal, moral, and ethical way. So legal, moral, and ethical. So you can show up and you can be working, and if you're cheating or if you are deceiving and if you don't, if you're not actually helping people, that's it. The cheaters will probably progress in the short term. However, true success happens in the long term. So if you're able to be legal, moral, ethical, honest with the people that you're working with, honest on your assignments, honest in your dealings with people, whether it's sales, career, be honest about the time you're working with your boss. Those things will add up, and you're going to be able to get momentum. You'll start progressing, and that will put you ahead of 30% of the other people, because those other people that are cheating, they're not being honest, they're lying, it's degrading themselves, and they're losing the momentum, which they could be living a little bit higher percentage-wise, but they're stuck at being just average. Last thing here, and this is probably the biggest one that prevents people. This is going to prevent you from the last 20% of people that have showed up and that are trying to do their best legally, morally, ethically, is with failure. You have to push past failure at least 5 times. And if you do that, you are going to have 20%. So added that up, that comes to be about 90%. And this right here is a bell curve. So most people are in this general area. There's those super laggy people. There are just kind of hanging out in the back. They are the low end of the bell curve here. Most people are right here. In school, they're getting B's, they're getting C's. That's average, B plus or B minus, B, and then the top 10% right here. That's where you want to be. Career-wise, that's where most of the money is. That's where the scholarships are. In your sports, that's where contracts are. You can play on the field instead of on the bench. You want to be in the top 10%. So use these 3 things. Show up. And when you're showing up, you have to show up again when you actually get there. Like when I go to the gym, sometimes I sit there for a second and I'm like, oh, and I'm sitting in my car. I have to actually get out of the car, show up again, get into the gym. Be legal, moral, ethical. Be honest. This will not only affect your spirit, it'll affect your mental and your physical awareness and aspect with people. Last thing is, you're going to fail. Most people are going to give up after the first, a lot more after the second. But if you can push through at least 5 failures, try that last time onto the 6th time, then you can really know, like, hey, I gave it my all, now I can move on to somewhere else, something new. A lot of times, some people will have to fail tens of thousands of times before they actually figure it out. But as part of the learning progress. So that's it. Number 9 of Cotivation Corner, part of Become Pure Mentoring. Hope you take these principles. You can see a little bit of improvement, some liberation, that you have been lifted by this info. Be a success, be in the top 10%, and we'll see you next time.